Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. What do you got for me?
Yeah, so I went to a women's college and I just
First off,
remember,
your name and how old are you?
yeah, my name is Sydney and I'm 25.
Okay. What do you got?
So, so I went to a women's college and I remember just one of the major things that they would tell us all the time is that one, gender was a social construct, two, that women didn't need men, and three, that women could literally just beat men at everything,
Hmm.
and that's what we should do. And it took me years after I graduated college 3 years ago to really undo all that programming because it's literally what it is.
Well, it's becoming even worse on modern campuses. That's why many are fleeing college campuses. It's but you know what? I'm gonna stay away from the social politic and the campus, but we're gonna stick on the fact of dating and relationships. This is
Mhm.
what women were sold. I don't doubt that this is what happened on college. So how's it impacting you now in your quest to date and mate?
Well, yeah, well, I think I definitely see it with my mom. Like she watches so many of these TV shows
Yeah,
that are
what
saying
about you though?
with me,
Hmm?
well, I was definitely not prioritizing like dating men or anything like that. So I really had to think about I actually am not on that path to like be working in the workforce or anything like that. I realized that my priority had to be on being able to like just be a wife, right? So like being
Are you seeing anybody right now?
not right now, no.
Okay. You ladies sound a lot of you ladies just sound like you when I talk about relationships, you guys just sound so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable and it's like I asked you how to speak Chinese. It's like and that's unfortunate because men are on the other side and you guys are going to have to put you have a degree, a bachelor's, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put twice the work, three times the work you did in getting the bachelor's to get a man.
Yeah.
Because if I mean you don't seem to speak the language. And the first thing I asked is about you, and you start talking about your mom. Your mom has made her choice. At 25, you either decide to learn what we are, what we value, what matters to us, get curious, and approach it like your hair's on fire, or be one of the four that ends up, or be one of the being the three out of the four that ends up alone. Hold on. Here we go. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, you got your camera all over the place. Uh, Unmute yourself. Yeah, this is some dude in the background. No, I'm not trying to hear this. They're tripping. All right, if you're gonna come on, you need to be on and be prepared to go. I don't want to. I'm not trying to have
Hello?
a bunch of. Hello,
Hello? Hi,
hi. Your first name?
Stacy.
What do you got for me?
Yeah, I just wanted to share. I'm 46. I'm
Okay.
single and
Uh huh.
yeah, I'm single and this is very true. I um was taught I was born in 75 and so me growing up in going to college in the 90s and things like that, it was taught to be independent and things like that. You know, get, go for your dreams, follow your dreams. Don't get married, especially don't settle. That was just like the emphasis. Don't settle, don't settle, don't settle. I'm 46 years old and I'm single.
Mm-hmm.
My choices are beyond limited. I don't have any choices.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much over for me. And I just wanted to share that everything that that interviewer said was so true. It was pure propaganda. It was feminism 101.
Appreciate it, mom.
And
Let me get. I got
yes,
to get
but
to somebody else. Hold on. Let me get to somebody else
sorry.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Oh, hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Uh, how old are you?
I'm 39.
What do you got for me?
I do want to just comment on, I jumped in at the last minute, but did want to comment on the panel that was happening and so much that's going on today. But I also see, I see feminism like at its height. And two, I see a lot of women, especially Black women recognizing how it's failed all of us and is failing us as a whole in our community. And I'm also kind of proud to say that in my community in Sacramento, I know that I, as well as some of my other female friends and family members, have kind of made a concerted effort to kind of change the narrative and be more deliberate about championing our Black men, and just supporting them in business.
Hold on, Summer. Hold on. If you're in the chat room on the call and you have a disagreement, raise your hand, because I want to get to the people who may not be on the same page, and answer some questions, because you said you're 39?
I am, yes.
Any children?
I have 3 children.
Have you ever been married?
I have. I've been divorced now for about 5 years.
You were married to their father?
Yes.
Well, you're in the one out of you in the 1 out of 4, so at least you can say you were.
Yeah, no, I was.
Right.
I've had a few proposals, but I think I need, as a woman, to educate myself more on, what my own shortcomings are, and more prepare myself to be an actual valuable partner to someone before I'm ready to jump back in there.
Appreciate it. All right. So here's what I need. Here's what I need from you guys. If you're on and you want to get on, if you have a question, you got to kind of get to the point. Oh, this woman's called in before. I've seen you before. Wow. All right. If your camera is on, I'm going to the people who have their camera on first. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 25. My name is Chelsea.
Okay, what do you got for me?
I guess I just more so have a comment. I've been watching your videos for the past couple weeks, and I know you stress a lot that we should, as women, we should start, what's the word I'm trying to find? We should start aspiring to marriage and working towards being a wife, or trying to, we should actively be pursuing that young. But from my experience, I just find that, and it may be the area that I'm in, a lot of, or from the men that I've come in contact with, that's not what they're on. Like, that's
Are
not
you in
what
college?
Not anymore.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to University of Arkansas.
There are plenty of Black men at University of Arkansas.
I'm not saying it's not eligible bachelors. I just feel like and it could be the dating pool or the people who I'm aspiring to want to be with, that type of man.
So
they're
are
not
you
necessarily.
It almost sounds like you're making an argument that the men aren't ready for marriage.
I feel as though with the age group that I'm in, I haven't really come across a lot of men that are ready to settle down.
Hold on. You're 25?
Yes.
What's the oldest man you've ever dated?
Probably like 30.
Right. And you were how old?
I was 24, so this was last year.
So I'm sorry that, first of all, in our community, women want men to be around the same age and making 6 figures or more. Men start looking to get married after 35. So looking for a man in your 20s, yeah, it makes sense you're not going to find somebody, because he's still out here working, trying to become even able to produce for a wife and kids. So yes, this is why I stress that you ladies got to start being more realistic and putting yourself in a position. Are you still in Arkansas? You muted yourself. Hello?
Yes, I'm still in Arkansas. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's going to have and you know, the next question I'm going to ask, what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? How many kids do you want to have? All these other things. And Arkansas is it's one of the worst states in the union. Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi are always fighting for the bottom 3 spots. So if you want a successful black man, Arkansas is not necessarily the place to go get them.
Okay.
So I don't know why this is the reality I need you ladies to start understanding. They told you, you were sold that these successful men are all over the place, and I left. You can't. There's nothing in Arkansas that's really appealing. And no diss to the people in Arkansas, but you know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
So why are you still there?
I guess
Because it's convenient.
Probably comfort. If anything,
Well,
I done got comfortable here.
Guess what? Because you're about 2 years from the danger zone. And I'm sorry. The thought process of, well, the men aren't on my level and the men aren't ready and this and that doesn't matter when time is run out. You ladies are going to have to put yourself in the position and go to places and areas where the kind of men you want are. If you want a different outcome. If you don't, then it is what it is. The halls of whatever, your numbers, your microphone's not on. Unmute yourself. Miss something or other.
Hey, Uncle Kev, how are you?
Hello. Do you have a disagreement?
I have more like an addition because I don't want to credit everything. I believe in the fact of
Well, how old are you, by the way?
27.
Okay. Go ahead. Hello? What happened to you? She muted herself. All right, so here's what I need. I need the people who have questions or disagreements to pop up, because we can't just have the same, hey, I agree. Here's the problem. Many of you ladies, even the ones that do agree, you're still not willing to do what it takes to make yourself viable for your outcomes. Meaning, like I spoke with the previous caller, when you're in Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Oklahoma, these places are not overrunning with, rich, successful men. You're going to get guys making $15, $20 an hour. That's good. The median income for a black man in this country is $42,000. That's what 50% are going to make. So if you want something that's going to be higher, so she's supposed to leave. Let me go ahead and get you on here. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Candy, seeing as though you don't seem to understand the point. Unmute yourself. What's your question?
Good evening.
Hello. What was the question that you typed?
No, you were saying something that they have only people who make $10, $20.
What was the question that you typed?
I said, so is she supposed to leave because she have to leave to go find a man because there's
okay,
no
where are you
men
from?
here for
Okay,
her?
hold on. Okay. Where are you at?
I'm in New York.
Yeah, you've called in my show before, right?
One time before.
Right. Understand something. You don't have to do anything. No one has to do anything. But you cannot make something be what it's not. If you want a man who's earning more, you cannot be in a poor state.
I agree.
So why is that? But why did that seem to trigger you ladies when you hear that you have to do something? Sometime, little girls. Seems to trigger you ladies. And see, the funny thing is, let me go ahead and speak on that too. Far too many of you young sisters, man, y'all are too immature. Like I had that one person that was on Instagram the other day. It's time for you ladies to grow up. Go back to the second broadcast I put in, and the sister in the white said, my mother was married at 23. You're supposed to be a grown ass woman at 20, 23, 25. Women were having children and becoming wives. And y'all, too many of you act like teenagers. Still walking down with barrettes in your hair, eating a pickle with a Jolly Rancher in it. Grow the French toast up, ladies. I mean, if you want a different outcome, and if you don't, knock yourself out. Becky, Marisol, Mylene, Anu, they would have no problem hollering at your men. They have no problem that you sitting around talking about, what I'm supposed to do this. No. Becky will tell you, you ain't supposed to do nothing. You sit right there, and I'm going to go holler at Jamal. Hello, Monica, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Monica. So, Mookie, that's who she was. See, another part of this that bothers many women is they were sold education and income. And I said this then, your education, your degree, and your money does not make you more high value. Does not increase your market value as a woman. Not like you think it does. Not like you think it does. Unmute yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. So I have a question for you. How do we change the narrative going forward? So we've been programmed to think that having fun, being educated is the way to go.
Are you married?
I've been married for 13 years.
Okay.
But I have a
That's how you change the narrative.
I have sisters. So
are they married?
One of them is not. She's very educated. She's very successful.
Why is she not married?
Well, she's engaged, but she's not married. So her reason for not being married was always, I have to finish my boards. I have to finish this degree. I have to finish.
So you asked me the question, how you change the narrative? By getting married. Get married, if you want a different outcome, you got to raise the number, raise the percentages. We have to start telling, not necessarily early marriage, but just stop delaying it earlier. Start understanding that the men you're going to marry aren't necessarily going to be your age, depending upon the kind of lifestyle you want.
Okay.
Yeah, lastly, women have to start getting very curious about men, understanding who men are, what we want, and what we're willing to sign for. That in and of itself is what's missing, because what so many women today want to give men is what they have to sell. It's not what men are asking for.
Okay.
Got it? Appreciate it. All right. So yeah, changing the narrative comes down to, if you want a different outcome, and I'm a big fan. I always say that, this whole falling in love thing, that just doesn't, that's Disney, the Disneyfication of relationships. This lady's going ham on this lady. Your microphone is not connected. She does not seem to get it. Your microphone is not connected, so I can't help you if your mic's not connected. Hall of whatever, your microphone is not connected, so without that, I cannot do nothing for you. So, I think it's also shocking to a lot of women that when they realize that, oh my God, it's going to require more than just being, cute. It's going to require more than just being cute. It's going to require, actually, especially the higher up you go, it's going to require you actually having relationship skills. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. First name.
Clarice.
Clarice,
Yes.
what do you got for me?
Hi. So I am a going close to middle-aged woman, but I am married. Um, I'm 40 years old. But my question, and I have two children, one adult, 22 years old, and the other one is 9. The 9-year-old is with my husband. So my question is how, because I just started listening to your videos recently, I'm just trying to figure out um, how are you classifying a man as high value or a woman as high value? Like,
I have
what are the
okay, I have
qualifications?
videos on this.
Okay.
If you have them, please, you have to go back and kind of watch. There's a lot of stuff out there, but I have the videos, 10-minute video on what makes a man high value, and I
And
also
then
have a video on what makes a woman high value. Go ahead.
can I ask one more question? Okay, so then I also have a question in reference to you, I think a couple times you said that women needed to be somewhat slimmer and fitter,
And
and
they need to. Depends on the outcomes you want.
right, I understand that. I think that things like what men find attractive are different in different geographics. I
Obviously, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Really? How old are you? 40?
I'm 40, yes.
Okay, please let's not do this. I'm like, obviously there are preferential differences, but are you really going to try to tell me that men want women to be way more than they do?
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Well,
That's
the
not what
average black woman weighs more than the average black man at his height. 80% of black women are overweight, and 80% of those are obese. So just because men may happen to like where the fat lands doesn't mean that it's going to work. There needs to be a more fit woman
right.
because
That I wasn't going to say that she should look overweight. I'm saying that
no. She shouldn't look overweight. She shouldn't be overweight. There's no gray area on this. Go back and look at your grandmother and your great grandmother. Go back in your family albums and show me the 200 and 300-pound women. They didn't exist. Go
I
back and
can.
watch Coolie High is a movie that's on YouTube. It's free right now. Go in there, go look at the women who are standing over there eating chicken by themselves and eating chips. That's the woman that people were laughing at in the movie while the pretty girls was being danced with and the thin girls was being danced with.
Okay. I can agree with that. I just have one more thing to say. So I've seen a lot of interracial relationships where the white woman was very overweight.
I don't care. What does that mean?
No, I mean, so because you were
You
saying
like,
that
okay, here's the problem I have with what you're doing. You've only been watching a short period of time and you come in.
I admit to
All
that.
right, so go back and so here's what I think: go do your homework because I don't like when women come in doing this. Well, not all, and then there's some. You just wasted what time for what? Just to tell women that ultimately, do you think what you're saying is going to help women get what they want? Go ahead and be
No,
overweight,
I
and there are
just
some
wanted to.
fat white women.
No, I was just.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I just have little patience for. I just showed you 50, 60 years of propaganda and young black people parroting this propaganda. And you get a woman who's 40 coming in and, for the most part, parroting the propaganda. How do we change the narrative? That's what the previous caller asked. We're going to need women like her to stop doing that. We need women like her to start saying the stuff that I was saying 3-4 years ago is BS, young sis. Don't do this. Get out here and be as fit as you can get and as pretty as possible. And you need to be the girly girl. That's what we need women to start telling women. Not that, well, there may be somebody who likes your elbow meat. There may be somebody who likes you have an extra meat hanging off your knees. Cause you see Honey Boo Boo's mom looked that way. It's not helping.
Kev was hilarious, man. The fact that he made a joke at the end of the video talking about someone would like your elbow meat is just funny, man. And it's often the case when these women are obese, you see those things around their, elbows, whatever you just call it. It's crazy. It is crazy. And one thing about these type of conversation, when we are having this type of conversation as a group, black people as black people to be specific, I think we always having these type of conversation to just get better, right? To get outcomes, to bring us together, get us married to one another. And this lady came in and she tried to worse the situation. That's what she attempted to do. Failed agenda. I mean, she came in, tried to make it look like, oh, you can just be fat and get the kind of guy that you're looking for. And notice she was about to do something to black men. She was trying to damage us that when we get in front of white women, we lower our standards. That's what she was trying to, build a point on. And Kevin Samuel cut that BS off. See, they always try to make it look like, why is it that black men who kind of date obese white women and who have a problem with an obese black female? And it's not often the case. If a black man is with a white obese lady, right? Oftentimes, it's not like that man made money finish and turn out wanting a woman that is obese. Probably this lady got with this guy being average. And oftentimes, you black men complain about average guys. A woman can be obese herself and complaining that she don't want anything to do with an average guy. So if a white lady is obese and okay with an average guy, I think the black man is more than likely going to navigate towards that over being with you. That will be a pain in the ass because you think that your ass is better than what you are. And that's just being honest. We see oftentimes obese black women come on this show, throw shade at black men, not just average black men, but black men in general. Because if someone is making $70,000, though the person is not, six-figure earner, right? But the person is up there. But these women will go to say, I deserve a man making $100,000, $150,000, $200,000. So what have you done to someone that is making $70,000? That's an insult on the person, right? This is the agenda these women try to push oftentimes, especially these older women. They try to always make it look, because they know that when it comes to competing with these younger women, they know that they will always knock them out because of the age. So they come into these type of spaces to try to make it look like, oh, this thing is nice, when they know deep down that this thing is not going to get these younger women the result that they want. So this lady tried to just, wash away whatever Kevin Samuels tried to do in this video. Try to let women understand that, okay, you've been parading something that is just not good for our community and it is hurting our community. And this lady came along to tell her, I do see black men marrying obese white women. That's crazy. If you cannot do anything to help the situation, I don't think you should do anything to worsen it for us. Because what is the essence of making that statement out there? What is the essence of putting that statement out there? Black men kind of tend to marry obese white women. What is the motive behind that statement? Let that sink in first. Like I said in the initial point of the video, it is a way to just pinpoint that black men, when they get with white women, they lower their standards. The standards that they often hover around with white women is often lower. Because tell me why you should make that statement. And as a matter of fact, talk of the first two ladies, I think they were really kind of positive, especially the second one, trying to, and she's also admitting that because she's 43 years old. Let that sink in. These women will always, agree with you, especially when they are older and the chances of them getting married is drying up. They kind of make it look like, I was tricked into this. No, you guys get sense. You've been acquiring PhDs and degrees and whatever the case is. So to always make it look like you guys has been tricked into believing these things, it doesn't add up to me. Because when you guys are the most enrolled, and I'm assuming you guys are the most intelligent one, so and thinking making it look like, okay, finding a black man is difficult and they don't know how to find it. One of the ladies asked of how they can be able to find their husband, and it's kind of shocking to me hearing this from a black woman. Let's be honest, we all know very well that when it comes to survival, black women always know how to survive. So telling me they don't know how to get the result that they want when it comes to work or something like that, they always have a way to go get that degree and come and, be getting the bag. Take that same energy, take that figuring it out can do spirit, figure out how to get along with a black man, and I mean, take his last name, bear his case. Don't make it look like you guys don't know what to do. You damn know. When it comes to survival, when it comes to your checks, you know how to act better to get your checks. So use that same spirit, can do, and figuring it out spirit. Figure out what you're supposed to do for a black man to take you serious, and do it. No one is coming to teach you. You guys know, but they just always not willing to put in the work. They always think that they can just exist and get it. So if there is a shortcut, you can just show me, okay, do this without putting in the work. Then that they are in for it. They are not in for the raw work, being submissive, being respectful, the duties that involve you getting a man. They don't want to get themselves involved in that. So they always asking, thinking that, okay, this man get an idea of, oh, tomorrow go and do this and you get a man. No, that's not how it works, man. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.